Hello, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, one and all. It is a new week. A brand new week. We're back. We're back. Feeling better. Still disheveled. Still in sick mode. But I'm feeling a lot better. Nearly kicked it all. We're almost there. A little scratchy. Still occasional coughs. Little bit of fatigue if I go a little too hard, but, we're working on it. We're getting better. We're getting healthy. Healthy-ish. We're making progress. So, good to have you all here. Happy Monday. Kinlan, Dallin S-Jet, Crimson Neon, Rallisaur, DJ Davis 1420, everybody else that's just hanging out. Good to see y'all. Good to have y'all here. Hope you all had a fantastic day. We're starting the week off, and we're going to get right back to it. We're going to get right back into Final Fantasy IX. I'm looking forward to my first week of feeling good playing the game. It's going to be very exciting. I'm already having a lot of fun with it. Like, it's a really, really good one. But I feel like we're finally hitting a stride here. I played offline a little bit, just to get some abilities ready and to hit the ground running today. I didn't do much because we're still pretty locked into what is kind of a linear experience at the moment. So there wasn't a lot to do, but I did a little bit. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of throat clearing because in resting my throat, I don't use it a lot during the day. And then next thing I know, I got a stream, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can talk, no problem. And then I start using my voice, and I'm like, whoa, I haven't used this all day. It's rough. But should be an interesting week. There's the potential for extra streams maybe this week. We'll see. I don't want to promise anything just yet, but we still don't know if we're going to be doing a core this week. So that potentially opens up Thursday, although Bo says he wants to do it. So, it feels like it's going to happen. But, we got to figure out that. There's a chance it might be here. I don't know who's streaming it, him or me. But, so we got core. But then also my family is taking a little vacation at the end of this week. I'm staying behind to do the things I gotta do, and as a result, it's free time. Chance to not take care of a baby, so that potentially makes room for some additional streams and stuff like that we might take a look at. I've also been doing a little housekeeping. If you're watching on Twitch and you hit the About button down below, you can see I'm doing a little cleanup, getting some links. I'm kind of theming around Final Fantasy. I figure that's what I stream the most, so we might as well theme it a little bit. So there's some stream stuff I want to get set up that ties into like the Patreon we talked about, the Discord, which my wife and Ben are the only members of. It's coming, I swear. We'll figure it all out. So this is a chance to work on some of that. So I might do that instead of streaming, but I'll let you all know. Follow me on Twitter. I'll let you know what we're doing as we get closer to the end of the week. A Scottless core. Yes, it would be Scottless. Great Scottless. But he's on a ship. I heard from him today. He's doing good. He says it's like he's been there for like a day. He says he's already got a ton of stories to tell everybody about what's happened on the ship. So sounds like he's got a lot going on, and he's having a good time. He says he's the youngest person on the ship. So that maybe gives you an idea of what Scott is experiencing at the moment. But it was nice to hear from him. So he's having a good time. And he basically said he's got no internet, but Discord's sort of working. So that's what he's up to. And yeah, it would be an episode without Scott. I would love to go on a cruise and randomly bump into Scott. Scott's a fun person to hang out with. Like, He likes to get into a reasonable amount of trouble. Like, that's... There's people that like to go and get in a lot of trouble. There's people that want to just stay inside and not do anything. Scott is in the middle, where it's like he wants to go get into shenanigans and just the right amount. I don't know exactly what that means. I know what it means to me. I don't know what that means to everybody else, but that's what it is. It would be a long time before I would be cool taking a cruise. I don't know. As somebody who just got over COVID, might be a long time before I go around other people ever again. Like, I didn't even get it that bad. Like, I can't even sit there and go like, oh, I had it so bad. It was so terrible. It was so awful. Like, I got a relatively light version of it, and I am just like, don't put me around people anymore. Like, it's just not worth it. What I just went through for a week, you know, going on 2 weeks now, is not worth it. I just don't want to do it. Ghost ship traumatized me. I will never set foot on a cruise liner. I mean, it's definitely one of the most, like, haunted places, right? You know, bad things happen out at sea. We didn't play a lot of it, but I'll tell you, speaking of, like, ships and calamities and whatnot, Return of the Obra Dinn is a game that lives in my head and just occasionally checks in to say hi in my memory. That game is so good. I might even mention it on Core this week, even though I didn't play it. It's just baffling to me. Like, there's games, you know, you're actively playing them, you think about them a lot. They're on your mind, you're just, you know, you're participating. There's games that something will trigger a memory and you'll think, oh yeah, I really like that game. You know, like, oh, that was cool. This is a game where I can just be doing whatever, and all of a sudden I just start thinking about Return of the Obra Dinn. And, like, the music and the sound effects and the, like, kind of, like, it's not good graphics. It's, like, weird stylized, but yet it's still very evocative of some very scary imagery and stuff. And, like, it got into my DNA. I feel infected by that game, where now I just think about it every now and then. It's so good. so good. If you have not played it, I recommend it. Like, it's a puzzle game, is what it is. I don't think we saved me playing it for the first time. I think that just is probably lost to Twitch time. But, yeah, that game is just good. I'm playing The Forgotten City now. Have you tried that one? I don't know what that is. Let me see. Is it on Steam? The Forgotten... Oh, I saw it. Helps if I spell it correctly. The Forgotten City. A narrative-driven time loop adventure in ancient Rome. I mean, that sounds like my kind of game. Oh, it's on Game Pass. Nice. Nice. Rhino Kenny, you did not miss Final Fantasy IX. We haven't started yet. We're in the, like... Well, we call it the intermission around here. But it's basically like me chatting for way too long before we play. And that's where we're at right now. Thank you so much for the sub, and thanks for being here. Good to have you. Really appreciate the sub. That's a great way to start the Monday, you know? Fireside chats with John, little bit. Every week, it's like, I don't have anything to talk about. We'll just get right into the game. And then next thing I know, I've talked for an hour. And I'm like, what are we doing? It's fine. It's good. It's good. But yeah, I mean, I like those narrative games. I have to be in the mood for them. Sometimes I was not, though, with Obra Dinn. like I put it, I installed it because I was like, I think I might like this. I want to give it a try. Like, I did all that, but I wasn't really in the mood for playing that type of game, and then I just got so friggin' hooked on it. It's good. I recommend that game to everybody. Everybody. Sorry if I missed it, but is the sickness out of the house and family yet? Mostly. My wife and I are still, I don't know if we got bronchitis following it or as a part of it or what. We still have pretty significant coughs that we're still fighting through, but we feel good, both of us otherwise. All the kids sound and seem fine at this point, including the baby. There was a period of time where the baby was acting fine, but still sounded really congested when he woke up. And baby's just kind of back to being good now. So it's really just my wife and I that are trying to fight through the last bits and pieces of it. But it's mostly gone. It's just my throat is what's doing it. But yeah, the younger kids got better in, less than a week. It only took them a couple days. Baby took a couple days, but started kind of later than most. And then we started later than everybody, and it's been about a week for us to kick it. But yeah, we're getting through it. We're doing what we can. It's nice. We're starting to actually, tidy up, pick up the house a little bit. It doesn't look like a bunch of sick people have just been hanging on for dear life. So the house is starting to get a little clean. And, I think the big one for me, like, this is just a weird personal thing, but whenever I get sick, like, to me, the, like, line in the sand, okay, we're better, is when I do the sheets. Because that's, like, always, like, one of the last things. Because you don't want to be gross all over the sheets and then wash them and then put them back on the bed and immediately you're gross on the sheets again. And then you're like, all right, I got to wash them again. Like, so I think, like, maybe tomorrow is laundry day. And, like, doing the sheets for the bed. And, like, there's something about when you get into the clean sheets, because you're not going to be... I mean, it's not like I'm throwing up on the sheets. Like, let's be clear. But, like, you're not going to just be, like, laying in it and burying your head in the pillow and coughing directly under the pillowcase or getting a fever and sweating all over the sheets and stuff like that. Like, you've cleaned it because that's not going to happen. And as a result, you just feel good. You just feel good about everything. Like, I look forward to that. I think that'll be tomorrow. Last night, I had a fairly uninterrupted, like, pretty good night of sleep. And that's kind of my baseline on what to do. Because anything that impacts, nose and throat, you just turn into a nasty mess at night. Like, we don't need to get into it, but, like, it's just gross. It's just not good. Pillows need to be washed. That's where we're at. Anyway, yeah, being sick sucks. It's the absolute worst. It doesn't happen to me very often. It's happened to me significantly more frequently since kids started being a part of my life. When they weren't, I never got sick, and it was kind of nice to just tell people, yeah, I never really get sick. It's fine. Turns out children going to a place where a congregation of children is a pretty good recipe to guarantee you're going to get sick. So once I started dating my wife, that was the end of that. That was the end of not getting sick very often. And then there was a period of time after I met her when we were first, like, dating and stuff like that. We both got sick. In fact, there's a part of me that still thinks I might have gotten COVID really, really early, like before it was even a thing that was being discussed. Because we were still trying to get over what we had when the like talk of COVID was starting in other countries. And they've since come out and said it was in America like before then. We just didn't know what it was. Everybody just assumed they were getting the flu. And my wife and I got incredibly sick. And between that and then getting the flu for real after that, and just all of it together, I was sick for, I think it was like 8 months straight. Something like that. It was ridiculous how long I was sick for. We were doing There'll Be Dungeons at the time, and you can hear there's like there's just a huge section of time where I just cannot talk. I got bronchitis. It's really not good. And that was on the back of, something else, and it was bad. Nobody should ever have to be sick for months. Like that was the worst. Every time I got better, I caught something else. It was just terrible. But that's not going to happen this time. Getting better. We're getting there. I've never had pneumonia before until the vid. Yeah. I don't think I got pneumonia anytime except there's a thing here in Arizona called valley fever. And if you live here for any length of time, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it. And I got pneumonia off the back of getting valley fever. And that was pretty awful. That was probably there's probably been like 2, maybe 3 times in my life where I was so sick, I was like, I don't think I'm going to survive this. Valley fever with pneumonia was one of them. That who knows if it was COVID or not. I assumed it was a flu at the time. That flu in particular was really bad. I kind of felt the same way about that because it just wouldn't go away. Every time I thought I was better, I got sick again. So that was another one. It's crazy. Human beings, man. We're germy. We're gross. Say what you will about quarantining, but I did not get sick for a very long time. It was real nice to go back to that, even with the kids around. It was pretty good. But that's fine. I also like that the kids are going back to school, because having the house and not having 3 children running around while trying to work and maintain a house every single day is also pretty darn nice. Because you can't keep up with that. You're never going to win. It's just a war of attrition, and you're going to constantly lose. But it is going to be interesting. I mean, my wife and I joke about it, but it's also kind of true. My son is a COVID baby. And I think there's going to be I don't know if they'll ever call the generation this, but they always talk about like that's where the term, for anybody who doesn't know, boomer comes from the baby boom, and there's a reason for the baby boom. I wonder if there's another baby boom based on COVID. You got a bunch of people all quarantining together, all locked up and contained. That has to have an impact, right? I think there's going to be a generation of COVID babies, right? We were all quarantining, we were all bored, we were all stuck at home. One thing leads to another. You order a pizza, who knows? And next thing you know, you got a lot of kids running around. So I don't know if they're going to have I'm curious if the numbers went up. I'm sure we can find that out. But that's my prevailing theory, is that there will be more babies born. that's where I'm operating at the moment. And again, we live in a digital age. I could look this up, but I didn't know I was going to talk about it, so I didn't. And if I start reading while I'm trying to do this, I will just be sitting here staring at the screen very quietly with no idea of how much time has passed by. The next evolution of man, COVID babies will be stronger. Yeah, but they will be very antisocial. They will not like being around other people. They will find the idea that there are other people in the world very strange. Although I make that joke, and like my son is absolutely like, he never went through the stranger danger phase. Like, at worst, at his absolute worst, he would give people a skeptical look at first. Like, when they came near him, he would just kind of be like, but then he'd usually smile and he just wanted to be around people. Like, he just thought seeing people was great. So, I don't know where he gets that from, because both his mom and I are introverts for sure, but he likes being around people for some reason. And he doesn't get to see it very often. Maybe that's why. Because, again, he's a quarantine baby. And, yeah, he's social. I wouldn't have thought it. My money would have been on an antisocial little baby. But he likes people. Man, he likes them a lot. Which I'm okay with. I think it makes his mom upset. Because anytime I talk about like, oh, he's going to be talking soon, it's going to be great, it's going to be so cool, she's like, that just means he's going to start talking to strangers. You'll see. And I think she does not like the idea of, and I understand why. I have seen how her kids act around strangers. They are extremely forthcoming with information they should not be forthcoming with. But I'm excited for it. I'm like, he's going to talk soon. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And she's like, that means he's going to talk to people at the grocery store. Like, yeah, it'll be cute. But I think that also means he's going to just start saying everything on his mind, and a lot of embarrassing things happen. Census.gov, it is still too soon to make broad conclusions about the pandemic's effect on U.S. birth trends, but the data so far indicate there was a temporary drop in births amid the pandemic after accounting for other factors that existed before the pandemic, declining births and seasonality. That's really weird. I would have bet it went up. But I don't know. Maybe if everybody is worried that their partner is sick, they don't want to get the COVID. Or maybe we're the only irresponsible people that were like, hey, look at how bad the world's turning out. Let's have a baby. I don't know. I mean, to be clear, he wasn't a plan. That pizza delivery was not like, hey, while we wait for pizza, want to deliver something of our own? Like, you know, it's just that nature happened is what happened. Life found a way. Was it good pizza? Yeah, it was good pizza. It was. Look, you're telling me I don't care where that pizza came from. That pizza's going to be good pizza. Lots of people stayed home, but also lots of people stayed home. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they all quarantined with other people. Maybe they just didn't order pizzas, you know? Maybe they quarantined better than us. And they were like, no, we're not going to order a pizza. And thus, they weren't waiting for anything, and thus, they didn't have anything to do. Post-coital pizza. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be good no matter what. Like, hey, you did an activity and there's pizza waiting for you at the other end of the activity. Like, that's always better. That's why they take baseball teams to Peter Piper Pizza. You know, it's better. That's why people think Peter Piper Pizza is good, because they went there after they did an activity. But if you just go there, it's not as good. You got to do something first. And it doesn't have to be the one thing. It can be a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can celebrate with a pizza. You know, for people that don't know what we're talking about, who didn't hear this story on Core, this is probably a very confusing discussion. And also, my wife is probably not thrilled at all, if she has the stream on, that this is the direction the story is, that this is going. Who needs nicotine when you can have pepperoni? That's right. That's right. You know, there are a couple ways you can celebrate the event. You can play that song by Lonely Island, the I Just Had Sex song. Like, that's one thing you can do. You can have a pizza. You can... I guess some people smoke. I don't smoke, but that's something I heard. Brian Dunaway, my goodness, there's a raid. You can raid people. That's another thing you can do after pizza. I don't know. Oh, man. My wife is in the chat. She showed up after the raid, which makes me think she was hanging out with Brian Dunaway and now is here. I'm trying to figure out what my wife is suggesting with her emoji use, though. Me backing away and shaking, which I think is like, hey, if I get out of this room, I should be afraid. That's what I'm taking it as. How about Garrett and Kyle being dancers? Yeah, man. I told them it was the best job in Final Fantasy XIV. I told them so. And here we are. This is the world we're in. Welcome, everybody, if you're joining me from Brian Dunaway's stream. We're about to get going soonish. Right now we're talking about pizza. Nothing else. We're talking about pizza before video games. And, yeah, we're having a good time. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy IX in a bit, continuing our adventure through that. I appreciate you all joining. Anybody who sticks around, I appreciate you as well. Wait a minute. Are you trying to depict a story? I don't want to... I'm maybe overthinking my wife's Twitch emoji use, but I feel like a story is being told, and I'm honestly a little uncomfortable with it now. She's found a way to turn the tables from something she didn't want to hear to now I'm like, whoa, we got to change the conversation. Pizza and pandemic birth rates, nothing else. That's right. Oh, I thought you were doing, like, math. And it all ended on equals a baby. Anyway, just making you aware I'm listening. That's... Uh-oh. We gotta behave, you guys. She's listening in the other room. I don't know why I whispered, like that was gonna help. Like, if I whispered, just you guys will hear me. She won't, but you will. So about that Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, about that Final Fantasy IX. Shh, shh. She can't know. She can't know. Shh. We weren't saying anything about babies or pizza or how to make a baby. Let's... You know what? Let's get into it. Now I've been scared off topics in general. I think we got to get to the video game. Yeah, thank you everybody. Let's all just keep our secrets. Look, she was the one. Anybody who knows me knows I'm bad with dates, I'm bad with math, I'm bad with numbers. The only reason that I know or suspect that pizza delivery led to a baby is because she told me. It's not me. I didn't figure that out on my own. So I'm just repeating information that was given to me from other sources. Yeah, everything's safe on the internet. It's fine. It's fine. Talk about whatever. It's fine. I don't think this breaks any terms of service. I think we're allowed to talk about pizza deliveries and whatnot. I think it's fine. I think it's all good. Yeah. Chair's getting uncomfy. I think I'm just getting nervous. All right, everybody. I think we need to get ready to play a game here. Because I'm really looking forward to it. I gotta pick a song for the end of the stream, though. What do we want to play? Oh, we'll do this. Battle on Big Bridge. I love a battle on a big bridge. That'll be our ending song today. Get Final Fantasy IX all queued up here. We're all recovered still after I accidentally uninstalled the game, but that was before the last time. Yeah, I think we're all ready to go. I think we're just about there. Man, I need to shave my head. Ugh, it's terrible. All right, I gotta stop looking at myself, but, you know, considering I'm asking all of you to do it, it's just inconsiderate not to occasionally check myself. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Everybody, thank you for the raids, the subs, the follows, everything you've done before the stream. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the actual game. We got stuff to do. We got an adventure to have. And here we go. Hello, everybody. It's a new week, but it's the same Final Fantasy IX that was here last week. We're ready to go. Now, I did mention on the pre-show here that I have done a little playing on my free time here. Nothing incredible. Although I don't know where I am right now. Where am I? What is this? Is this the gate? Oh yeah, this is Dragon Gate. I did a little leveling up of abilities. Nothing insanely fancy, but, you know, kind of did some equipment work, some ability maintenance. And we're going to keep going. We're going to just get right into it. And I also really wanted to go here. I found it, but I didn't go in here because I knew I had to do this with you. Any plans to farm Grand Dragons? Is that a thing in this game? If so, maybe. I wouldn't rule it out. Can I do anything with these? Hey guys, there's random battles in the swamp. Just so you know. You know, it doesn't matter how in the back row I put Vivi, he still just gets beat up by everybody. Done. Ugh, look at that eye. Zidane, why are you celebrating? You didn't do anything. You know? We did get a frog card, though. Not that I'm playing the card game in this one. Hey, it's Tutorial Moogles. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Oh, man. He was gonna say I know, but we got interrupted before I could talk to him. Look at these guys. These guys are cool. I'm gonna assume these guys are all hurt by thunder. They're in a watery zone. They all gotta get hurt by thunder, right? You want to learn from me too? I just need directions. Hey, if you want to go to Burmecia, it's further north. And he's going to teach me how to use the map. I want to tell him I know everything. I know everything. Alright, I did it. Frogs! Hungry! Frogs! Hungry! I want a frog. Hey, excuse me. I'd like to get by you, please. Got one. You got frog? Frog's very good. Who the heck are you? Me? Okay, we need to decide how we are going to pronounce this name here. I'm inclined to say Kina or Queena. I kind of like Kina. Kina, do you want this frog? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Alright, here. Yay! Kina received a frog. Queen Lakina. Mine, mine. I also haven't landed on a voice for Kina here. You pathetic Kina. You can't even feed yourself. Man, don't be rude. Can't master art of eating, just chasing frogs, Kina. But master, frogs very good. Frogs here best, better than Alexandria's. Kina, you in darkness, need some light. World big place, many foods. Alexandria just one kingdom. You need go out more, eat other food. Go out into world? Sounds scary. Are there yummier frogs outside? Of course, many good frogs. All Qs love frogs best. Eating frogs is key to growth. Q marshes exist all over the world. Go eat frogs in other marshes. I promise you get much learning. Traveler, please show Kina the world. Anywhere with food good. Yeah, why not? Will I find yummier frogs outside? There's plenty of stuff in the world that tastes better than frogs. Really, really? Okay, I go with you. We'll find it. We'll find a good voice for Kina eventually. I should probably do it with my tongue sticking out. And everything should talk like this. It's a very bow-sounding voice. What's up, Vivi? That man looks exactly like my grandpa. Your grandfather? Who? That Kale guy? Yeah, maybe he knows my grandpa. I'm gonna go talk to him, Sedaine. What's wrong? Something on my face? Do you know a man named Khan? Khan! I not know that bigot. Grandpa Khan was strange, but how do you know him? I no can answer. Grandpa Khan looks exactly like you, Mr. Kale. Of course. We from same tribe. You really don't know him? No. I not know this Khan. Honestly? That's too bad. Let's go, Vivi. Okay. Let's go back in. Let's go back in and demand answers. Also, maybe... Kina, they still need much learning. Please help them. I like that even he is not entirely sure. It's like, I don't know. Really mixing the pronouns here. No, don't go back in. We already did what we gotta do. Let's go. Alright. Alright, we got the needle fork. That's good. Nothing really doing there, so I guess we go with that. Can learn antibody from that. Nothing really to learn there. Okay, there's some stuff to learn there too. That's good. So I guess we go with that. And let's equip abilities. Add status. What's High Tide? Allows you to trance faster. Nice. Prevents poison. That's good. Alright, those are all good abilities. There we go. Man, there's so much activity outside my window. I'm trying not to be too distracted, but like, someone ran up to our front porch. Now there's somebody else here. That looks like a delivery of some kind. I don't know what's going on. Just people, man. Alright. Alright, well that's easy enough. We found our way out of the swamp. Mostly. Alright, well, we've got a new party member. I wonder what else there is to explore. Let's check out the map. I think that's where we're supposed to go. Hit him with fire, Vivi. He's gonna steal from us. Unacceptable. Eat him! Eat him! If he's gonna steal from us, you eat him. Steal that potion back. Hell yeah, you're not getting a potion. I took it back. I ate him! I learned Vanish by eating him. Alright, what is this? Okay, so that's where we need to go. Let's just see if there's anything else to explore and do. I feel like it's worth, you know, just being sure. Just be sure with what you do. Getting some fights, get some XP. Oh, man. I want to eat stuff. This Vivi looks exactly like Vigar from League of Legends. I mean, wouldn't surprise me too much if they were based on it, right? Oh, it's still too strong. Well, we're gonna kill it. Alright guys, the ladybug didn't get eaten. I wanted to eat a ladybug, but I was just too good. It's weird, the forests on this map, because you kind of just like float over the top of them. Oh man. All that way, we gotta turn around and just go right back. Alright, I want to eat this ladybug. Let's see if we can make it happen. Alright, stab for 72. That's not a lot of damage. A fire for 116. Now eat him. Eat him. Pumpkinhead. I don't know what any of these abilities do, but I've learned some great new ones. They'll probably tell me on the menu, right? Like, this game actually has pretty good menus, so it probably says. What do we got? Pumpkinhead. Damages with the difference between your max HP and your current HP. Makes a party member disappear. Oh, that sounds useful. Oh, what's this? This thing looks like good and proper. Steal from it. Alright, I want you to eat it. Fire it, attack it, and then eat it. And steal from it again. Okay, 90 is not a lot of damage. That's probably good. Ah, shit, we hit it really hard. It's so hard to eat things. Because it's either too full of life or too empty of life. Alright, we got a back attack on one of these guys. Alright, let's black magic. Let's blizzard it. Let's see what that does. We'll steal from it again. We'll defend. Let's try eating it right away, and if not, Vivi can attack it again. Ow. Okay, it's not weak enough. Steal from it again. Alright. Defend again. Eat it. Eat it! Oh man! Still too strong. Eat it! Your shell will not prevent you from being eaten. I mean, it might. I don't actually know how it works. Mighty Guard. That sounds mighty good. Hey, I learned Bird Killer. Good for me. Alright, what's that? What do we learn? Mighty Guard. Uses 64 mana. Oh shit, that is good. That's actually really good. That's the best food I've ever eaten in my life. That was delicious. Holy shit, look at that! Well, we should definitely eat this. If we don't outright kill it. Eat it. I did a lot of damage to it. Oh, it's still too strong. Hit it with fire, I guess. Eat it. Steal from it again. That was a big hit. Angel's Snack. Alright, well, we got a couple things we gotta do here. If I can remember my abilities. First, let's find out what that does. Because that creature looked cool, and cool things should give cool abilities. Uses Remedy on all party members. Okay, that's also good. Let's do a tent. Let's go ahead and save. We've accomplished a lot here. King Ed Plains. Alright, what's this? Alright, it's this guy again. We don't need to eat him. We can just fight him. Alright, what is this place? Oh, this is where we had that cutscene. They were talking about coffee. Here. Oh, they looted the chest. That seems unfair. Mocha coffee. Mocha coffee. Yeah, take a sip. Look at that. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have used the tent right outside. There was a... There we go. An ether. Alright, looks like nothing else we can do here. We got coffee, though. That's good. I think he wants 3 coffees. The water looks like it has urea in it. Yeah, but that's fine. Like, everything we drink is all urea, is what I heard. I heard that from a Canadian, so you know it's true. Oh boy, it's these guys. These guys love to steal from me. Oh, jeez. Friggin' rocked him. Oh man, look at all the abilities learned. This is going so well, you guys. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. I think we continue on the critical path now. We gotta get back to it. I don't remember where it was. Oh no, it's another one of these guys. Hit it with thunder. It flies, so that definitely seems like a thing to do. And you go ahead and jump. And, I don't know, you just attack it. It hits really hard. That seems like the proper way to kill one of those. Like a proper dragoon. Alright, we need to find our way back to the place. Enough of this running around shit. We got a story to progress. Hey, don't steal my potions and shit. I didn't even get the potion back for killing him? That's dumb. I killed him. What'd he do with it? Drink it immediately? This looks like a chocobo forest. It is a chocobo forest. Kupo! I'm mean. Master of this forest. This chocobo is my friend Kupo. His name is Choco. Quee! And this is Chocobo's Forest. Coming to ABC this Tuesday. He was a Moogle with a ball on his head. She was a salty chocobo. Hey, did a cute girl with long hair come by here? No, but ugly girl came by here. Oh, I guess she didn't come this way. Maybe she's heading toward Burmecia after all. I'd better get moving. You in a hurry, Kupo? Yeah, sort of. Then take Choco. You won't run into monsters if you ride Choco. Choco, come here. It's okay, don't force him. No, Choco hates. If Choco hates, Choco runs away. Choco, come on, Kupo. Whee! Fine, I'll just get to the point, Kupo. These are Gishal greens. You can call Choco outside the forest with these. Find chocobo footprints near the forest, Kupo. Use Gishal greens there and Choco will come. Choco likes you, Kupo. You call and he'll come. Please train Choco. Make him strong. Come back to this forest after you call him in the world. I'll tell you a big secret, Kupo. Alright, great. Anything else going on in this forest? You need me to ring a bell or anything? No? Just hang out here? Alright. Porto Johnny, hello. Welcome. Alright, how do we do this? Nope. Nope, that was the call of Moogle. No. Don't call if you don't need me, Kupo. This is the best day. Why'd it turn all sunset-y right there? You know? That's weird, right? It's just in this area. Alright, he said to come back. I'm just having fun riding the chocobo is all. Alright, let's go back. Choco! How are you, Koopo? Whee! What do you want, Koopo? What's the big secret? Welcome back, Koopo. I know you'd get along with Choco, Koopo. Did you know, Koopo? Once Chocobo chooses its master, it follows him forever. Choco ran away from his last master. That guy was mean. Choco didn't like him, Koopo. I helped Choco escape. Now we're living together, Koopo. Here's the thing, Koopo. Choco has the ability to seek out treasures and items hidden underground. But I can't ride chocobos. Will you help me, Koopo? 60 gil per game, and you keep all the items Choco digs up. Wanna pay me 60 gil? Yeah, that seems alright. Good call, Koopo. I'll let you use Choco's ability for 60 gil per minute. Okay, let's give it a try, Koopo. How to play Chocobo Hot and Cold. Move Choco, dig. When you dig with X, Choco lets you know how close you are to a treasure. When he finds it, just dig, dig, dig. Que means there's nothing. Que means it's far away. Que means you're close. Que means you found something. Rare treasures are buried deep. Once you find something, dig with X until depth reaches 0. Oop. Okay. Que. 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 Quack! 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 Dig! 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 Dig, you glorious bastard! You get 5 additional points! Chocobo's beak became stronger! Quack! 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 Shit! Guys, I only found 1 treasure. That was hard. What's this stone with patterns? Can I see, Koopo? There's a picture of some location on the stone, Koopo. This place must have a ton of treasures. Why don't you go out of the forest and look for this place, Koopo? It's free of charge, of course. Go outside and press Y while you're riding on a chocobo and choose which stone you want to find, Koopo. You can dig with X. I've got an idea, Koopo. Let's call this Chocograph from now on. Look at this chocograph! I think Choco's been searching for something all his life. There must be tons of treasures, Koopo. You might find some cards, so you should leave some room in your card inventory, Koopo. I want to dig up that other thing. I'll find it this time. I'm gonna find it. Quack! 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 Dig! Dig! Found a soft. Quack! 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 Why is the chocobo so goddamn slow? Quack! Quack! Quack. 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 Sorry guys, I've been so busy with this. Hold on. I missed everything. Queme. I think it's required for Zidane's ultimate weapon, is it? Man, I waste a lot of time on this mini game. I'm sorry you can't read the Que parts again. I don't think I heard you right the first time. I think John enjoys making that sound. Nice beak, Kupo. How did you not find that? This is fine entertainment. Alright, I think we did good. We got a soft and an echo screen. Alright, I need to also buy... I need to buy some of this from him. Well, these are expensive. Give me 10, I guess. Check my current points. This is a service I offer. I'll give you a point for each item you find. Exchange point for items when you save up enough. Number of games played to 2 current points. How do I exchange points? What do we got here? Oh, we gotta get a lot of points, you guys. Alright, we gotta save up. Look at this chocograph! Every time I select it, it makes me laugh. Alright, let's go. X to look for treasures. Alright, come on. We gotta go. We gotta go find this treasure. No leaving till you buy the robe. Oh, look. Okay, look. We just gotta find this river. They probably put it pretty close, right? Because they want you to learn the system right away. So it's probably pretty easy to find. That's fine. We got this cool... I really like this version of the Chocobo song, so this is all good with me. Okay, this isn't really... That looks too wide, right? Like, that's not our little river. That's like the ocean. I think that's too big. It's definitely some beach and a river. Like, it's the other side of this, I think. Que. Like, it's over here. Que. Found a treasure chest. Hell yeah. 2 elixirs, 3 high potions, 4 ethers, germ boots. Hell yeah. Found germ boots, you guys. Oh man, you can't cheat it. You gotta get the chocograph. They knew that I would just go around the entire map going, hitting X, going que. This is so much fun. What's this? Is this where I started? Yeah, so this is the thing. Shankbuster, thank you for following and being a part of this here today, what we did. Hella fog in this world map? Yeah, it's the mist. Monsters live in the mist. That's why we have to fight monsters. You make my chocobo go quick. Okay, yes. Alright, let's get off the chocobo. Alright, bye Choco. We gotta go in Gizamalook's grotto. Let's save before we do. Yep, save. Gizamalook's Grotto. No. Come on, get up. Damn it, say something. Oh man. The Black Mages. Who are they? They're a band. It's okay. You didn't do anything. Vivi, aren't they your... The king might be in danger. Come on. I sure hope Dagger didn't come here. Let's go. What version of Final Fantasy IX are you playing? Looks really nice. I'm playing I'm playing the PC version with mods, and there's a mod called the Maguri mod with that active, and that's what's doing most of the hard work here. Hey, are you all right? Black Mages couldn't do anything. We're here to help. We're on our way to Burmecia. Ugh, I'm done for. Take this bell and go to Burmecia. The Black Mages took our bells. The king's in palace. Please protect. Hey. I'll protect him. Don't worry. The Gizamalook bell. He's dead. He didn't make it, you guys. Ring the bell. The bell in your hand and doorbell are ringing. The bell in your hand shattered. Oh, shit. Kill. 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 Ugh! Who is that? That I don't know. I know. I have seen him somewhere before. Somewhere before, I have not seen him, I know. I guess it is not important. Let's kill him. Yes, kill him, shall we? Alright, guys. They want to fight. They're gonna get one. Fork him. Attack him. Attack him. Attack him. Eat him! Eat him! I don't know, let's try stealing from him too, because why not? Oh, you can't eat a black mage. You got a tent, though. You got a sweet tent. I like to believe the tent is just their hat. It's very big. Savage monsters they are. Run away! Kill. Guys, don't beat up on Vivi. It's rude. Alright, we got a Gizamalook bell. Let's go here. Ring the bell. Oh, there was a thing. Go back. Go back. I need you. Oh my god. What is this? It's like a fancy snake worm. Hit it with a blizzard. Steal from it. Jump. Eat it. Oh man, nobody's hit it yet. Steal from it again. Eat it! Head ore. It's a miner. Stop beating up Vivi, jeez. I really want to eat it though. Might. Gained more attack power. It's probably not good. Hey. Why does it get so many turns? Yeah. 18 hit points. Take that. Okay, it's kind of strong, actually. Uh-oh. You're gonna make Zidane mad. Well, that's the end of that. Man, I really wanted to eat the snake. Now I'm just naked and fuzzy. Alright, what was over here? Mithril! Oh, there's something in here too. A Magus hat. Alright, let's see how we're doing equipment-wise. Alright, nothing new there. If we equip the Magus hat, we can learn slow. That's exciting. Kind of like that idea. Nothing really to learn there. Alright, we're good there. We already know all the abilities in that regard, but that's a much better item. I feel like we can probably just do optimal with Zidane now. Germ boots. He can learn alert from germ boots. We should probably equip those. Yeah, we've already learned everything there. So we'll do that. Freya, what have you got? Javelin. Nothing really to learn there. Antibody. HP plus 10%. That's pretty good. Are you learning anything from that right now? We can also learn Bird Killer. HP up 10% sounds pretty darn good, actually. Learning High Tide. Alright. That all looks good. Steel Gill, protect girls. What's alert do? Prevent back attacks. Alright, we don't really need to change anything there. Freya. HP up 10% is pretty good. But we need to free up 3. We can unlearn Dragon Killer. I mean, cover would freeze up a lot, but... let's do this. Let's turn off that. If she gets blinded or blound, so be it. We'll equip that. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, we'll go with that for now. Ah, shit. Oh, Skellies. Will she eat Skellies? Skellies definitely don't like fire. Oh, you missed. Well, I didn't know we were gonna miss. That really changes my plans. Alright, they just get ether. That's not good. Hey, it healed him. Great. Guys, don't be dicks. Man, I'm just not having any luck on this whole eating thing. If the skeleton survives the Dane's attack, then the eat should work, but I think Zidane will kill him. Yeah, that's the way. Alright. There's a big bell. Darling, can you hear me? Darling, please say something. I didn't expect to see a Moogle here. What's wrong? My husband. He's inside this bell. He's trapped, Kupo. You poor thing. We just held our wedding here. Then some scary clowns attacked us. I was so scared, Kupo. This bell's huge. I don't know if we can lift it. No, please, huh? Hello, Oh, wait, yeah, it's you. I know you. Hey, you have a Kupo nut. Yeah, I got one in Lindblom. Really? Can I have it? I mean, yeah, how can I say no? She's so excited. Kupo! Thank you. Darling, I have yummy Kupo nut. Kupo! I love Kupo nuts! Darling, where are you going? Thank you. Darling! What a crazy couple. Hey, sweet, we got another bell. It's locked. Alright, well, I need to keep exploring, so we're going back. I need to explore this whole cave, is basically what's going on here. Clearly this door just leads back to that door, so... A bronze vest. Good. Alright, we got another Skelly. Attack it. If he survives, eat him. Eat him! Eat him! Oh, he tastes bad. Take this bell. Alright, we got another bell. I would go through that door, but I feel like that's a trap. We're not gonna do that. We're not falling for it. We'll go through this door first. Ring the bell. Oh. I love Koopo nuts. Do you like Koopo nuts? Yeah, I like you. Thanks again. Now we can go on our honeymoon. There's a letter from Moondon? It's probably a letter of congratulations on our marriage. Let's read it, Koopo. This year's Festival of the Hunt was so exciting, Koopo. The highest score was 219. A woman named Freya won the title. Last year's winner, Belna, only got 146 points. Oh, it was so much fun. It wasn't a congratulation letter, but it was fun to read, Koopo. I want mail, Koopo. Alright, let's go ahead and use a tent. We stole one, so, you know, we're doing well. And let's save. Let's save, Koopo. It's dangerous outside, Koopo. Alright, but I need another bell. Oh, sure enough, we're outside. Look at that. What do we do up here? How goes 9? 9 is, it's going good. Oh no! It's a trap! It's a trap! Run away! It's a trap, you guys! It's not good! It's not good up here! It's not good! Vivi, don't cast thunder! It's not good! It's not good! They're evil birds! They're strong evil birds! No! Run, Vivi, run! They don't care if you live or die! Don't stop me! I gotta run away! No! Hey guys, I shouldn't have climbed that vine. It was dangerous. You know when he said it was dangerous out there? You remember the time he said it was dangerous out there? It was genuinely dangerous out there. I want more Koopo nuts. Well, what do I do now? I'm out of bells. Oh, Koopo, wait! Koopo! Koopo! Take this, Koopo. Alright, there we go, I got a bell. Give me Koopo nuts again, okay, Koopo? I'm Koopo for Koopo nuts! Man, guys. That was rough. Are you alright? Freya, please be careful. Master Gizmaluke has gone mad. He's being controlled by some strange clowns. Oh no. Okay, we got a boss fight. We gotta get ready. Alright, game face on, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's a snake. Ow. Thunder him. Steal from him. Jump at him. I got an ice staff, that's nice. Slow him. Steal from him again. Oh, jeez. Yeah, slow. Mage's hat, stabby. Hey, I need you to not be such a dick, okay? Silent voice? Well, that shouldn't do anything. Oh, man. I don't know what focus does. Alright, I got an elixir. Alright, clearly I'm not stealing anything interesting. Let's try this Soul Blade ability. Let's see what that does. Hell yeah. Go ahead and use a potion on Vivi. Why not? Okay, it blound him. Aha! I can cast magic again. Alright, I really should have just been attacking with Zidane. It's so much better. Let's try freezing him. He's watery, so let's freeze him. You can't hit shit! Hey, I'm gonna really need you to not do that, bud. Forked. Oh, is that it? Is it dead? Got him. Got him. Got him. All it took was all of Kina's mana. What happened to Master Gizmaluke? We must hurry. His Majesty is in danger. Once we cross this gate, we are in Alexandrian territory. Hold it right there. What's the purpose of your visit? I heard workers were needed to fix South Gate. I brought my belongings so that I might live and work here. That's great. They've been working on the gate non-stop since the accident, but it's still broken. I need to check your bag. Rules and regulations, you know? Would you step back? There, that's good. Sorry, just doing our job. So, where are you from? Blast, I must do something. The police are searching for a girl and a middle-aged man. Did you see a pair like that on your way here? This knot is really tight. The girl supposedly looks exactly like Princess Garnet, the most beautiful princess ever to grace Alexandria Castle. I got it now. But you know how Queen Braun looks. It's hard to believe that she'd have such a beautiful daughter. What is this? What is that? What are those? Those rotten things. Are they poisonous? Rotten? I'm not carrying anything that's rotting. Oh, it's your least favorite food. The Limblum delicacy, Gishal pickles. I can't believe how many you brought with you. They're my favorite. I cannot start my day without them. Yeah, sure. People who like them say that. You can go now. Thank you. Good day. By the way, John, I listened to Last Core earlier. I put my vote that you need to play Final Fantasy X-2. I think you'll enjoy it more than you think, and it's cheesy gold entertainment for the stream. I actually think I will like 10-2 more than 10. My only concern is that I may not want more 10. But we'll see when we get there. We're not far. We gotta get through it first. We're inside the gate. Princess, you've done it again. I must find a spot where I won't be seen. That alley looks acceptable, but a girl and a man are in the way. Things are strange around here. There are rumors of ghosts. How did Southgate get destroyed anyway? This gate breaks down a lot because the hinges don't fit very well. This road leads to the bottom of the mist. No one uses it. There's no need to fix it, really. So I just polish up the gate and make it look all nice. That takes care of it for a couple months. You were the reason we couldn't go through this gate. Don't kill him. I must tolerate for the sake of the princess. Kill is a bit extreme. Jobless Jeff. I declared bankruptcy and sold my shop. It was called Altair. We sold magic items. It's just a regular shop now. I should have taken all my magic items with me when I gave it up. I cannot climb like this. Part-time worker Mary. I can't believe he went out of business. I didn't know because I was on the other side of the mountain. Console her. What good is it to bemoan what has already happened? What I meant to say was that now that we are here, there must be things we can do to help the ones we love. You're right. I gotta encourage him. Thanks. That just leaves the young man over there. Let's see. I need 2 of model number 3. Oh, you brought your things with you. Are you here to work? Indeed. Welcome. I'm also new here. I've been working here for 5 months as the chief engineer of Bowden Gate. But he's the only one working under me. I'll be going back to the castle next month when my contract expires. I'll be joining a team of engineers who are developing a new engine that runs without mist. The world outside the Mist Continent is uncharted territory, but there's no need to worry about our safety if we can explore it on an airship. Regent Sid is an advocate of technological advancement. Oh, sorry, I've talked your ear off. There's something I must tell you. The gate to the bottom of the mist has been left broken? Did he think he could get away with that? Excuse me. The coast is clear. Rules and regulations, you know. Would you come over here? Stop right there. Don't make a move until I tell you. Now turn toward me slowly. Don't make a false move. Phew. You need a gate pass to reach the South Gate summit. I'm leaving it right here. Pick it up after I leave. I'd come closer, but you're carrying those stinky pickles. See? I'm leaving it right here. Alright, we got our gate pass. It's maybe the most ridiculous, like, enhanced drama thing I've ever seen. Stinky pickles. 'Tis foolishness. If all were so easy, why none would suffer in this world. Steiner, is it okay for me to come out? Yes. Thank you. I'll come out now. Please keep an eye out. Yes. Rustle, rustle. Rustle, rustle. Oh, finally, some fresh air. What a horrible smell. It gave me a terrible headache. Maybe I'll get changed while he's on lookout. I didn't pick that. The game picked it for me. You can turn around now, Steiner. Not that I would have done it. I would have roleplayed Steiner properly. Princess! Steiner? Yes. Yes. Miss Dagger. You have to call me Dagger till we reach Treno. Don't salute me either. Yes, until we reach Treno and find a way back to the castle, I will be careful. Okay, let's go. Got Scarab60, thank you so much for the follow. Good to have you. Also, looks like I missed a few others. Skunta Shankbuster, thanks for following as well. Wow. That cable car will take us to the summit. We're almost there, Steiner. Alexandria is just beyond the summit, right? I managed it without Zidane's help. You never needed him to begin with, Princess. Come get your goods. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we'll buy a couple more potions. We definitely been doing the potion thing. You know, let's make it an even 50. There we go. Phoenix down, still good. Echo screen's good. Antidote's good. Get another 10. There we go. Southgate is a big place. It's a mountain, actually. You can check the board over there to see where you are. Treasure chest. Got a potion. This is Grimo. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Nazna. Okay. Thanks, Kupo. Alright, let's save. Oh, I shouldn't go back. But what about the treasure chest on top of the cart? The treasure chest. Will you be boarding Borkmia? Yeah, it's board. May I see your gate pass? Okay. Yep, that's the one. We can depart right away if you want. Alright then, please go inside. We'll be departing shortly. The car's empty, as you can see. Sit wherever you want. Let's sit here. Please wait while I prepare for departure. He's just going through his routine. He does this every day. Doesn't matter if there's nobody on or a few people on. Wait for me. I made it. Thank you for your kind words earlier. No, I thank you. Now departing. Phew, I feel more relaxed now. That is understandable. Our journey from Lindblom was very tough, but it was your white magic that helped me through the battles against all those monsters. Your fortitude that got us past the obnoxious Moogles in Chocobo's forest. And finally, your idea to use Gishal pickles to get past the Southern Gate guards. I am thoroughly impressed by your intelligence and courage, Princess. Steiner, you can't call me that. My apologies, I'm just not used to... It's okay. I made lots of mistakes when Zidane taught me how to talk like this. That peasant had no manners whatsoever. Although, he did have some wit for a bumpkin, but the way he spoke to you was simply unacceptable. I say good riddance. Can you stand up? Don't worry about me. Please, protect Burm. I will protect Burmecia. You have my word. Let's go, gang! Alright, we made it. Hopefully we don't get beaten up by any more birds. They went ahead and gave us everything we needed. We'll go ahead and save, just in case. I hated Steiner when I played this game originally when I was a kid. I actually kind of like him this playthrough a lot. Is this Burmecia right here? Oh my gosh, it's a Yeti ghost. Yeah. Burn him. Eat him. Steal from him. Attack him. Alright, we gotta get him weaker. Eat him again. Oh man! I want to eat more stuff. The smell of fire and blood. There must have been a huge battle on the other side of that gate. Something smell bad. I get bad feeling. Flower smell good. You smell flower? Kina does whatever they feel like doing. I must learn from their ways. I don't think it's intentional, Freya. No. If I had done as I pleased, I would have been... Zidane, this flower tastes good. See what I mean? But still. Let's go. Burmecia is just ahead. Yeah, but treasure chest, though. Got a high potion and a tent. Is there a good tasting flower over there? Can we pick up what Kina was eating? No. Alright, that's Burmecia. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do out here right now. I always worry that I'm skipping stuff, but then sometimes there's other places like that plateau where I just got wrecked by a dinosaur. Or not a dinosaur, bird. This is a dinosaur. I don't know, just hit him, man. Man, Transvivi looks so cool. Zero, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Another month, another Final Fantasy, indeed. Oh man, it's still too strong. Did you already play Chocobo Hot and Cold? I did once, yeah. It was very fun. This weird thing with a hatchet is weird. Steal a tent. That's good. That'll be useful later. Eat it! Eat that thing! Level 3 defenseless. Nice. I don't know what that means, but we got it. Although that was of a strength that makes me think maybe we should just keep moving. What does it do, I wonder? Let's see. Reduces defense of enemies whose levels are multiples of 3. Man, I hate trying to figure that out, though. Like, I get that some of these spells are, like, really powerful, but I always hate trying to figure out, like, okay, now, what level is it? Let's go ahead and use a tent. Just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen when we go into this town. We'll use a tent, and we'll save again. And then we'll go in. So, this is Freya's home? What are you doing? Get over here. It's been 5 years. I've been away for so long. Not a night went by when I didn't dream about home. I can't believe I'm here. I am no longer the selfish child I was 5 years ago. The time has come to serve my kingdom as a Burmesian Dragon Knight once again. I'll do what I can to help. Me too. I help too. Let's go. Realm of Eternal Rain, man. She friggin' lives in Seattle, and I want to move here. What can I do for my kingdom? This is not the time. Alright, let's look for stuff. There's a body. So far, all I have found are bodies and random encounters. Oh my gosh, it's the creatures from Dark Souls. It is them again. Most persistent they are. Black mages. Kill. Yeah, basilisks. They look just like them. More black mages, huh? These guys haven't worked any of the times, though. Fork 'em. Hell yeah. The general will punish you for this. Yes, very scary it is when the general gets mad. Well, generally speaking, I'm not particularly worried. Treasure chest. Hell yes. Soft. Potion. Should I have continued exploring outside? This sort of feels like continuing the path that I was supposed to go. Oop. That answers my question about... Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. man, we missed. Right. Hit him again. If it doesn't kill him, we'll eat him. He'll probably kill him. Alright, looks like there's nothing else to do in here, so yeah, I guess we do continue on out here. Can't go that way. Soft. Can we drink this fountain? Sometimes you can drink fountains and you get all your HP and MP back. Careful on that path above the chest. Walk across it. Okay. Oh, it was a mimic? Hit that. You hit that. You hit it too. Steal from the box. Oh no! Hey. Can we eat the chest? Alright, we can't eat the chest. Mug! Hey! I want to be able to mug. Yeah, that's enough out of all of you. Magic hammer. Yeah, it's a real dick move. Germ boots. Man, now we gotta go back down, though. Okay, nothing to eat there. Alright, Vivi learns slow. Alright, I guess we go back, because we gotta go across that board. That was a monster! All that work for another monster. Haha, I stole an antidote. That's what it's like to have stuff stolen from you, you jerk. Poor Vivi, he's getting eaten now too. Everybody's just getting eaten. Alright, I think we just kill him. No, don't escape! Man. You're stealing all my shit. Doesn't seem to be anything to do in this room. Man. I don't know why I assumed this room would be safe. I had no reason to believe that. Besides, I just wanted it to be true. Yeah, sure, why not? Ugh. Get the bell by the bed and go to the palace. Protect the king, please. An ether. Where is it? Check under the bed. Protection bell. No, man, he died. I refuse to be gradually petrified. Did you get the Cancer Stelazio at the beginning entrance to Vermesia? I don't think so. What is that? Where was it? Yeah, hit him. Have a good night, all. 4 a.m. comes early tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night yourself. Hope you had a good evening. Check the card at the entrance. There's a lady you turn them into, and she gives you neat stuff. I like neat stuff. Alright, let's go check it out. I don't see any cart though. Oh, is that the cart? Oh, there it is. Man, they need a much better key system, honestly. Zidane. Burmesia's royal palace is beyond these steps. It must be in ruins, just like everything else. I can't bear to see it like that. I understand, but we can't go back now. We have to find out who's behind this. I want to find out who those guys were, and why I look like them. Look, Vivi's scared too, but we have to face reality. Come on, Freya. It'll be okay. Vivi, do you really know what you're doing? The answer you seek may forever change your life for the worse. Yeah, but I have to. I have to find out who I am. I'm scared. What if I'm not even human? Vivi. What are you talking about? I'm not human, but you definitely human. Someone's coming. Who are you? Are you in league with the Black Mages? No. You're lying. There's a Black Mage right behind you. No, I didn't do anything. I would never hurt anyone. Lies. He's telling the truth. Freya? It's good to see you, Dan. His name's Dan. Dan, I haven't seen you in years. Where have you been? Actually, this isn't the best time to talk. We've got to get out of here fast. There are black mages swarming all over this place. What are you waiting for? Where is the king? I don't know. I didn't see him in the palace. Well, I'm going. I've got my own family to worry about. Freya, forget about the king and get out of here. We're no match for those black mages. I will protect my home and my king at any cost. Let's go to the palace. One of these days, I'm going to check one of these guys, and they're going to be alive, and I'm going to be so glad I spent the time checking all of them. This statue, maybe I can tip it over. I feel like that's going to block the southern entrance, so let's go in here first. Come on, dear, we have to go now. I can't move anymore. Go on without me. No, I can't do that. Remember that promise we made each other in front of Master Gizmaluk? How could I forget? But my only wish now is for you and our child to survive. Please bear a healthy child, darling. Raise him to be strong. Oh, Cal. It's too dangerous to stay here. You have to escape to Lindblum. I'm sure Regent Sid will protect you. But my husband... He was hurt by those black mages. He can't move. How can we possibly escape to Lindblum? Look out! Whew, that was close. Jeez, thanks. Thank you. Wait, Cal, are you alright? Yeah, we survived somehow. Can you give me a hand? Sure. Thanks again, pal. Maybe I'll see you again in Lindblum. By then, my kids will be born. You definitely have to come and see them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Take care. Is that it? That's all that's going on in here? We just saved somebody? I mean, that's good. I'm glad we did it. I'm not trying to poo-poo saving lives or anything, but just trying to understand what we're doing here. Oh. Statue already fell. Alright, well we can't do anything that way. Apparently there are monsters. Still monsters. Always monsters. Go inside. Treasure. 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 Ah, nuts. There's a mimic. It's always a damn mimic. Pretty stylish with its little snappy hands. I hope the person who invented mimics is burning in hell. Harsh, but you know, at the same time. Mimics are the worst. It's the promise of treasure and then you get a stupid monster you gotta fight on top of it. Oh man, the intensity in this storm and all that is really ramping up here. Hello, a Moogle. Received a lightning staff. Well, look who we have here. Hey buddy, do you want to buy something? Hey. Here's what I got. Soft, high potion, ether. You want to buy them for 333 gil? Okay, sure. Thanks, this will keep me going for another week or so. I can't stand all this rain. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Monev. Thanks, Kupo. Well, I have a letter for you too, but hold on, I want to see this Mog shop first. Alright, we already got that. Everybody's good on that. We got one of those. Let's go ahead and buy another one of those. I don't think it hurts to have another... We have one of those as well. That's good. Got one of those. Let's get two of those. Good on all that front. Like, all that's good. Yeah, the Mog shop's pretty good. Let's give you a letter. Thanks for delivering the letter from Mogki, Kupo. I heard that Stiltskin is headed in your direction, Kupo. I never met him. Tell me what he's like if you meet him, Kupo. Check and see if he travels with a map of the entire world and with rare items, like the rumor says, Kupo. Stiltskin is my hero. I'll give you this in exchange for delivery. I got a Kupo net. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and use a tent. Might as well. And save. Alright. Okay, I feel like we got some equipment here. Okay, we got ice staff and a lightning staff. There's more to learn on the lightning staff, so we'll go ahead and start with that. Nothing to learn. Nothing to learn. Jelly? We can learn jelly if we equip this. What does jelly do? I really want to know. Nothing to learn on any of these. If we do optimize, what does it give us? Lightning staff, mage's hat. Okay. How are you doing, Zidane? I still haven't learned Undead Killer, but it's close. And that teaches me Insomniac and Man-Eater. Okay, what's the Optimize do for him? I feel like I need to finish learning Undead Killer, though. So we'll put that back on for right now. Alright, nothing to learn there. Antibody still could be learned there. Nothing to learn there. Nothing to learn there. And optimize that. Alright, let's see what we got ability-wise. Let's just figure it all out right now. Alright. Undead Killer, we have enough points for. Man-Eater, I believe that's good against humans. Insomniac means I can't sleep. I actually don't think I need this because we're cheating. So that's kind of okay. Prevents petrify and gradual petrify. Prevents sleep. So we can actually probably do that and that. And then do we have anything that's like a 3 ability? I don't really like that as an ability. Alright, we'll stick with that. That's good enough. Let's do abilities on Vivi. He's got spells. He's learning. He's good there. Abilities on Freya. Level up, Insomniac. Sleep, Darkness. Alright. It's fine like that. And Kina. Go ahead and put Jelly on there just cuz. Alright. We're good. Alright. On the off chance something terrible happens to me, let's save. I know it's so unlikely that I would lose a fight or something, but just in case, let's Let's check out this other place. Other house. Is there anything here we can use? This spear. It's pretty light and easy to use. Ah, mithril spear. Alright, let's go beat up some black mages. Come on, you know I don't mean you. I know. But... never mind. Vivi? Well, now I went through all that and I gotta re-equip a spear. Reese's Wind. Cast regen on all party members. That's pretty good. Jeez, this is terrible. Freya, I'm sorry, but from the looks of this, I don't think the king made it. What should we do? I feel like... Rallisaur, thank you for the sub. Quay, indeed. I don't know what to tell you. We can only hope that the king and the others escaped. Alright, let's leave her alone. Vivi, let's go see what's over there. Freya! There's someone inside the palace. What are you waiting for? Get up here. You make it sound so easy. I guess I'll start here. Come on. Okay. Oh, man. I'm gonna go on ahead. Try and find a way up here. I'll meet you up top. I'll meet you after I eat the food inside the palace. Who is that? I knew she was behind all this. What do you mean you knew? I decided to return to Bermesia because I heard rumors that Braun had set her sights on our kingdom. Then that girl standing beside her must be Beatrix, Alexandria's general. That's Beatrix? The cold-blooded knight who knows no mercy. Beatrix. Beatrix. Yes, Beatrix. I heard there are many fierce warriors out in the world, some more powerful than even I. Beatrix of Alexandria, in particular. They say her swordsmanship is the best in the land. Sir Fratley, do you still insist on going on your journey? Yes. Please understand, Freya. Right now, Bermesia is at peace, while other nations are slowly but surely gaining power. I don't know if my spear alone is enough to protect Bermesia, which is precisely why I must go out into the world. Sir Fratley, I don't think I can live on my own, not without you. Freya, you're going to be fine. Trust your strength. I have faith in your destiny. Once I complete my journey around the world, I will return to Bermesia. Then promise me one more time that you will return. I promise. Fratley. You never came back. You've left me with nothing except rumors of your death. I couldn't believe it. I still won't believe it. Never. Not until I witness proof of your death with my own eyes. And I will travel across the world forever if I must. you alright? Yes. I was just thinking about the past. You still can't get over him, huh? Who is that? I find this rain quite pleasant. It feels as though the raindrops are blessing our victory. This is a great victory for us, Kuja. Your black mages made this conquest so simple. My only concern now is finding the king of Bermesia. We must take care of him once and for all and prevent these rats from ever rising up again. Beatrix, what's taking so long? I don't know, Your Majesty. I've ordered Zorn and Thorn to search the perimeter, but there's been no word so far. I will join them and lead the search right away. You're wasting your time. What? Rats often look for new homes when they sense an earthquake. They probably moved to the sandy treehouse by now. So you see, it's too late. The king has already turned tail and fled. The sandy treehouse? Surely you don't mean Clara? It'll be quite difficult if they escaped to Clara. Clara? Unless we can get through that sandstorm, it will be impossible to attack them. Sneaky little rats. Kuja, what do you think? Surely with your powers there must be something you can do. Of course, Your Majesty. I present you a marvelous display of my power. I am certain that you will be most pleased. I was wondering if you would gather your troops near Clara. I'm certain those filthy rats will retaliate in full force, and my black mages may not be enough. Sounds like we got trouble. That sinister man, who is he? Beats me. I've never seen him before. Well, it sounds like they're going to Clara. I've always wondered why people call it the City of Illusion. I don't know either. Clara has remained in isolation for 100 years. If my people escape to there, they'll be safe, at least for a while. What's this place like? The people of Clara are originally from Bermesia. Long ago, they severed ties with Bermesia over a trivial conflict. Now the kingdom is at peace, shielded by a large sandstorm. Look, there's someone else coming. What is he thinking? Bermesia will never fall. Prepare to die. You wish to fight me, Beatrix of Alexandria. Beatrix? I commend your courage, but I will show you no mercy. Hold it. You'll find you have to deal with us first. We'll take care of this. Go find the king. Protect him with your life. Thank you, Freya. I've never been so humiliated in my life. I once killed 100 knights single-handedly. To me, you two are nothing more than insects. Well, these bugs are about to kick your ass, Beatrix. Get ready. It's gonna be good. Mighty Guard. Steal from her. Got a mithril sword. What do you think about that? Okay, well, I don't think anything else there is gonna really work. Keep stealing, Zidane! Chain plate. One more steal, then Zidane can start attacking. Phoenix down. Alright, we can attack. Casmuth, thank you for the follow. Oh, why is Vivi attacking? That's probably not what he should do. Oh, now you're screwed. Look at that. Oh, shit. Yeah, not using his proper abilities is probably not smart. Only 40? I guess do that. Oh, I have Thundara. I forgot I got a new spell that's more powerful. We should totally be using that. 250 is a lot better. Give a high potion to Freya as well. Freya's in rough shape. Freya, use the wind. Hell yeah. See, I told you I'd beat ya. You're no match for me. Ignorant fools. See, I won. Oh. Okay, well, it doesn't feel like a win. But I won. How ridiculously weak. Isn't there anyone who is worthy of facing me? Come, Beatrix, we must prepare to attack Clara. Yes, your majesty. Now, what do we have here? Another filthy rat, and... this boy could become a problem. Oh, Queen. Nice. Buddy, you're a young man. Oh. Hey, Kuja. I can point you to the Moogle shop. They got pants. You can buy some pants. There's been a lot of trouble lately. Oh, you mean about Burmecia? I heard they were attacked by an army of soldiers wearing pointy hats. I want to go fight on the front line. Instead, I'm rotting away in this stinking place. Really? I don't like wars. Why would someone start a war? That guy who passed through here with the huge bag, did he look suspicious to you? No, I don't think so. But weren't you the one who thought he was suspicious? You know me, I'm always like that. I'm telling you, people who eat pickles are nice people. I envy him. Gishal pickles are the only pickles I can't eat. You're really confusing, you know that? I know. Why do you think I ended up here? They're the most interesting characters so far, I think. The conductor said we'll be arriving at Summit Station soon. Miss Dagger. She's sleeping. The princess believes that she heard about Queen Braun. Queen Braun would never start a war. It's all a misunderstanding. She'll see that when she talks to the Queen. I need not concern myself with such matters. My only mission is to protect the princess. Summit Station! Summit Station! Thank you very much. Take care. You'll have to wait a while until the car to Alexandria arrives. How long will it be? It arrives when this car returns to Bowden Station, so about as long as you just spent in the car. Why don't you go wait in the rest area up ahead? Okay. What's wrong, Steiner? Princess? Hey, what did I say about... It's Alexandria! We're finally home! Really? We're home. But I still can't see the castle. Princess, Alexandria may only mean the castle to you, but... Hey, are you making fun of me for being naive? No, I'm not. It's okay. Let's go. I'm more comfortable out here. The rest area is full of rowdy men. I wanted to stay by his side, but I have my work too. This must be the rest area. Let us gather information while we wait for the car to Alexandria. I can't believe I'm stuck here working in the middle of nowhere. The car to Alexandria will be arriving shortly. What was that? The car to Limblum just departed. I missed my ride! That voice sounds familiar. Southgate serves as a gate to airships as well as cable car travelers. But the gate's broken right now. The airships can't pass through. Hello there, welcome. How's business? Business is good. It's always busy here. Do you sell anything special? Ah, yes. You gotta try our famous bunt cake. The perfect gift for the family. Take one home today for your loved ones. It's the world-famous Southgate bunt cake. Get your supplies together before you cross the border. An air racket. Yep. We definitely need one of those. A mithril rod, for sure. A glass armlet, definitely. Silver gloves. We already have some. We have 2. We have 1. Alright. Nope, I don't need 11 of those. There we go. Can I help you, Kupo? A letter from Grimo, Kupo. Thanks for the delivery. I feel so sad whenever I see Mary, that part-time worker. Have you ever fallen in love? I've never fallen in love before, Kupo. I'm watching someone else in love is so difficult. I wonder how difficult it is to actually fall in love myself. I'm never gonna fall in love. It's just not worth it. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Machos. Thanks, Kupo. I am mapping out a plan for the rest of our journey. Okay, we already talked to him. Alright, let's, we said we heard a familiar voice. We should go find out who that familiar voice was. That's... I missed my ride! What am I gonna do now? How the heck should I know? You were the one who wanted to watch the scenery while eating Southgate Bunt Cake. I'm gonna be late returning to Limblum. There's nothing we can do. I won't tell the boss. Thanks, buddy. Let's eat another Bunt Cake. Jeez. Well, that's not gonna go very well. Hey, who are you? Welcome to Summit Station. Do you know how the cable cars work? Yes, they told me. Good. When I go to the rest area. Good. Means you're wasting your time talking to me. Get out of here. Scoundrels. Are you here to kidnap the princess again? Who's the Big Tin Man? What? How dare you? He's the captain of the Knights of Pluto. Oh yeah, you're one bad actor. Ugh, have you no respect? You're Marcus, right? What are you doing here? Princess, what are you doing here? Hey, check it out, it's the princess. When we escaped from Evil Forest. Princess, you shouldn't waste your breath on criminals. When we escaped from Evil Forest... Princess, you shouldn't waste your breath on criminals. Princess! Steiner, that's enough. What? Can't I even talk to my friends? Friends, but they're... Adalbert Steiner. Yes, ma'am. He's being scolded. How embarrassing. The cable car to Alexandria has arrived. It's here! But you're going to Lindblom. I know that. But you're going to Alexandria. Yeah, I'm heading to Trino. I'll see you off. Marcus is going to Trino too. Let's go, Steiner. Steiner, are you mad at me? No, ma'am. I'm coming along. I think I made him cry. Good luck. Yeah, I'll save our bro. Bro? Say, why is Marcus going to... Oh, wrong person. Say, why is Marcus going to Trino? Are you going to Trino too? Marcus has got a deal in Trino. A deal? We'll be departing for Alexandria shortly. You'd better get on the car. Princess, let us go inside. Now departing. Why are you going to Trino, Marcus? To save our brother. Who? There's only one man I call bro. That's Blank. We've been gathering info to cure his petrification. We finally learned about an item called Super Soft that cures all forms of petrification. What about Cinna? Cinna's going to the Tantalus hideout in Lindblom to tell the others. I see. It's my turn for questions. Yes? Where's Zidane? We separated in Lindblom. Got rid of him as soon as you got to Lindblom, huh? How could you say that? It's only because Zidane kept treating me like a child. I don't care about him. Fine, then I don't know anything. Say, Marcus, is there any way I can help? Help with what? Well, I was partly responsible for what happened, so... No thanks, we'll be fine on our own. But wouldn't it be better if... What was that? Might be engine trouble. Please remain in your seats while I check. Ah! It's a demon! A demon with a pointy hat! A pointy hat? What's wrong? What's going on? Holy shit, he's still alive. Mission: retrieve Princess alive. Isn't that the one we saw on the cargo ship? Monster, I'll finish you off this time. Wait, Steiner. Tell me something. Why do you want to capture me? Princess! It's too dangerous. Please stand back. Mission: retrieve Princess alive. It's no use. It doesn't understand. But... eliminate all. I maybe should have equipped gear and stuff. I guess just hit him. I don't know. What's minus strike do? Okay. Attack him. Steal from him. Glad we still have somebody who can steal. I just wouldn't have felt the same without it. Oh nice, a flame staff. There we go, we got somebody to cure. Perfect. Steal from him again. Lightning staff. Nice, just get all the staffs. One more steal, let's see what he's got. A steepled hat, great. Oh shit! Guys, bring back Marcus. I don't want Marcus to die. He doesn't deserve that. Done. Why? Why? What did he want with me? Princess! Burmecia was attacked by an army of Black Mage soldiers. I know. Those mages wiped out the people of Burmecia. Who would do such a thing? Are you serious? How ignorant can you be? What do you mean? Stop it, Steiner. I know who did it. Princess! We're almost in Alexandria. I must go to the castle and see my mother. She'll listen to me. I think we're almost there. So, you already heard about the attack on Burmecia. Of course, I'm not like Steiner. You've changed. Me? You mean the way I talk? Not just that. Well, a lot has happened. Oh, speaking of which. Yeah? I've been through tons of battles. I'm a seasoned pro now. What are you talking about? We need to find Supersoft to save Blank, right? You're gonna come along, even if I refuse, right? Of course I am. This is so exciting. I've always wanted to see the marvelous architecture of Trino. I can hardly wait. On second thought, she hasn't changed that much. Take care. The road splits up ahead. Go right to reach Trino, and left to reach Dolly. It doesn't really show the map for very long. What do we got here? Item Shop Vega. Oh, it's part-time worker Mary. Alright, we're good. We're good on items, Mary. Thank you. To Dolly, do not vandalize the farm. To Trino, use caution when traveling at night. No amount of hardship can tear our two countries apart. 11th Regent of Limblum, Sid the 8th. The Berkmia cable cars were built to commemorate the 20th anniversary of a friendship between Limblum and Alexandria. I mean, you always go the way you're not supposed to go first, right? The village of Dolly is beyond this gate. You gotta go to the other gate if you want to get to Trino. Yeah, but I want to go the way I haven't gone. I'm not supposed to go. Just to see if there's items, sir. Dolly, we were at Dolly, though, right? That was the town with the shady guy. Oh yeah, that was the village that had all the black mages on it. I guess we do need to figure out our equipment too, because scan, life, silence, and shell. Well, this is clearly better. I guess we gotta go with that. Nothing really to learn there. We can learn antibody from that. Jelly from that. Shell, protect, scan. I mean, that's another way to learn scan, I guess. I didn't learn Beast Killer. I guess we'll stick with this, though. Bug Killer, Bright Eyes, Level Up, and Alert. Man, we gotta learn some abilities with Steiner. He didn't learn very much. Undead Killer, Man-Eater, Bug Killer. If we go with that, then we don't need to learn Bug Killer there, and we can do that there. Cover seems good. I mean, Beast Killer we should probably learn at some point, but we'll go ahead and start with that. I don't know how long we travel with Marcus. Maybe we just leave Marcus as is. Let's see. Antibody, Jelly. I don't think she's got a lot of abilities, so might as well just equip both. HP up 10% seems good. I mean, Antibody is nice. Alert is also good. We do need him to level up a little faster, though, because he's a little behind on levels here. You know, I think I like not having things sneak up behind me. We'll go with that. And Marcus, what do you got? We got nothing we can do with Marcus. Alright, well, it is starting to get late. I'm having fun, and honestly, I could probably go a lot longer on this, but we gotta get the kids to bed, we gotta get all ready. It's only Monday. We don't need to get it all done on the first day. We played a lot today. So, I think we are gonna call it there. Thank you everybody for joining me. Another week started, more Final Fantasy IX. I hope you all had a good time. I certainly enjoyed having you all here. And I will catch you tomorrow for more. Till then, bye everybody.